Okay, so I did my first Zen 1 on May 1st of this year. Then I did another one 6 days later. Maybe that was a bit too soon, I don't know, but I I bought 2 packs, and I was very impressed with the results of the first one. Very, 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 very impressed. Effortlessly and so efficiently did I remove from my body decades old refuse called mucoid plaque from my body. I removed what seemed to be in that day, the day after the the procedure, the day after, um, what seemed to me to be like about 5 bucketfuls of rubbish. And I'm only 50 kilos. I was 50 kilos at the time. Now I've put on a bit more weight, and the reason is I just finished a 7-day liver one 5 days ago, and I've been detoxing very hard, a lot through that, and my weight was very low. But now every day I'm building weight. I'm getting more and more strength. So what happened was the second time I did the ZenCleanz, I removed another couple of buckets, and I thought, my God, right. So I thought I had removed everything. How could there be more, right? That's what I was thinking. And then with the removal that I saw the second time round, I thought, my God, I've got to keep going. So how did I get that's right, my friend Oscar came to visit, and he brought it through the border from San Diego because I couldn't get anything flown here to Mexico. So twice I've had to go through the border. Yeah, and through my friend Oscar. Now, um, the first day of the 7-day one, the rainbow one, that's similar to the ZenCleanz 1. And I removed another, I don't know, 3 buckets, 4 buckets. To me, it was like 3 or 4 buckets. I got the photos. For anyone who has a stomach, I don't mind, because I want to help people. I really want people to experience the cleanse that I've had in the last 2 months and the relief. I've been trying to remove these mucoid plaque ropes from my body since 2018. So it's been 4 years since I discovered they exist. So I discovered they existed then. And I went on a program called Bowel Restore. And that was for 4 months. And I did not get rid of my ropes. And I knew that if I had stayed doing it, eventually the ropes would have come out. But I was getting really, really skinny and depleted, and I couldn't handle it. So I stopped. All the while, since May the 1st of this year, knowing that I didn't remove my ropes, and I knew that they were causing me a lot of fatigue and a lot of all kinds of parasitic control over me, my moods, mood swings, my doubting in myself, fear, lots of anxiety. I've had a lot of anxiety, really. I haven't really even lived the true life of a philosopher the path that I follow. I'm not even anywhere near it, dealing with fear. And I found that the ZenCleanz, because it was so effortless, so efficient at removing all of that pent up rubbish in my body, Now there's less of that stress and fear. I feel a relief. Oh, this is the non plus ultra. There is nothing superior to this. There cannot be. There simply cannot be. It's enzymes. See, the body, when the body's being drenched in beautiful enzymes, those enzymes eat everything in their path rather than sweep through like a bentonite clay with psyllium husk protocol would do. It just sweeps through and then leaves the more hardened parts compressed against the villi in the intestines. So the intestines of everyone are full of this mucoid plaque. And this is where serotonin and melatonin and all of these beautiful chemical hormonal things are produced in the body. And most people don't get many highs anymore during the day. They're depressed all the time. You know, they struggle to communicate and think. And wow, man, this, you know, there's a lot of awful side effects from this, you know, with people. So they really need to understand that health begins in the gut. The gut is a mind, and it does rule. See, people get very, very gluttonous and hungry and eat a lot, and they don't want to. They don't like it sometimes. Some people eat a lot and they don't like it, but something's making them eat a lot. And that's this mucoid plaque. See, what's happening is the nutrition is going, the body, the organs are forced to do more work digesting more food to get little bits of nutrition to keep you vital, because the mucoid plaque is resisting that process and blocking it. So, yeah, look, water fasts, yeah, that's great. That's great too. But I mean, that's 20 days. This is a 2-day thing, and it will achieve much more than a 20-day water fast, I think. I don't know, because I've never done one. And I should have. But I always fear that I'm going to get too skinny. I hate being skinny, you know. I mean, I've always been around 63 kilos, but right now I'm 53 kilos, and that's still 10 kilos underweight. So, you know, I always, that's the only deterrent for me with doing that like a 21-day water fast. But if I build up to 56 or 57 kilos, I'm gonna probably do it, because, you know, that's also a good protocol. But ZenCleanz is my number one thing, number one savior. It has been the greatest savior of my health than anything else I've done. And I've done so many things, man. I've done colon cleansers, you know, what do they call them?
Like colonics.
Sorry?
Like the colon hydrotherapy. Yeah, the colonics, yeah.
Man, I spent thousands of dollars on that in Australia before I came to the Americas. I did, you know, hydrogen peroxide protocol, MMS. Probably didn't carry them out properly, you know, because I didn't have the strength nor the support. It was just, with all the itching, it was just, everything's been difficult for me, really, for the last 10, 12 years. Really difficult. I've been struggling a lot. And the ZenCleanz has really made a good shift. I don't know whether I'm 100% in the clear, but I'm going really well now in the last, say, 4 or 5 days. Yeah, good, much more kinetic energy. And so that liver flush was really good. I think Yeah, the day of the second day of removing the mucoid plaque, seeing what was hidden and tucked away there in the intestines come out like that so effortlessly, so smoothly, and without, you don't even have to be near the bathroom. There's no pain that, oh, I've got to run to the bathroom. None of that. It's all easy going. So I took photos of only half. I got about 15 photos, and they were all like, each one was like, half a bucket of rubbish, each one of those photos. So it was like 20 buckets. Something ridiculous. It was just phenomenal. I want everyone to know about this. I want everyone. I've shipped over to my sister 4 boxes. Had Daniel ship them over to Australia. Got my niece onto it. My mum, I want my mum to do it. Yeah, I'm also getting Daniel to help me with sending boxes around the world to people who need it. So I'm looking after my family first. I've got a lot of suffering in my family. Yeah, a lot of ill health right now. So this is going to be a blessing. I'm going to make sure. And bless everyone, because I know I've been shifted immensely, and it's going to be interesting to see what the fruits of this shift are in the next couple of weeks, because I feel more in the now. I've never, ever been in the now. I've always been in the past, regretting stuff and anxious about the future. So definitely the 7-day one put me in the now. Now that is one of the big, I mean, I'm way more in the now throughout the day than normally. So that's great. It's like I'm in a meditation session all day long.
Yeah.
Because what comes out of your body hidden away there, and you see it with your eyes, you witness what appears to be something alien looking, sitting there in your toilet, which has just come out of you, and you're looking at that and you're thinking, I've been carrying that for decades. And then the next one and the next one, all day long, this was happening for me. That day was like about 25 to 30 bathroom visits. And then I did the one again 6 days later, and again there was much more come out. And then when I started the ZenCleanz the first day, way much more came out, and parasites. Yeah, so I'm really now, I've always been health conscious. Ever since a little boy. My mother used to take us to naturopaths instead of doctors. My mother we used to have to eat brown bread, no white sugar. If I was caught with juicy fruit, not Kellogg's, Juicy Fruit, it's a famous brand of chewing gum. If I was caught with that, which was my favorite one, my mother, she would twist my ear, man. She would, oh boy, no way. So all my life I've been super health conscious, and then for the last 15 years vegetarian, no animals, and yet I still carried. See, this is where when people change their diet, they go well for a couple of weeks. Oh, I've gone vegan. Oh, it feels great. Raw vegan. And then they start getting sick again. And then everybody goes, oh, you better start eating that flesh again because you're getting skinny. Some, well, first of all, they're detoxing, but not the correct way. The detox process needs to be done after your intestines are emptied of mucoid plaque. Then that proper detox will happen. Yep. Yep, healing is beautiful. We all deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Each one deserves to be healed. Humans have much more potential to be perfectly sane in the Latin sense of perfectly healthy. That's what sanity, and to be sane means to be whole. We all deserve to be whole. You see, when the process of mucoid plaque begins from childhood with certain medications that were administered to us, the intestinal walls protected themselves with mucus because of the poisons, and to protect the intestinal walls. Well, you see, that stays in there until removed. And so had I have known that, I wouldn't have gone to doctors when I was 17, 18 and being diagnosed with irritable bowel syndrome and then chronic fatigue syndrome. So these syndromes have followed me all my life. And it was all, it's just the intestines. We're compromised from administered